Hey Malaysians, I've got some good news for you. I managed to find someone to bring my ballots from JFK, New York City to KLIA, and just a few minutes ago I was able to find someone to bring the ballot from KLIA back to Kuching in time for my brother to pick it up from the airport and send it to the RO. Oh man, in case you don't know, Malaysians overseas have been moving heaven and earth to get their ballots back to Malaysia before 5 p.m. on May 9th. I've heard of Malaysians in Australia pooling together their money, sending people back to Malaysia, and all they have with them is luggages, 20 kilo luggages full of 20 kilos of ballot papers. Can you believe that? The coordination it takes for these common citizens to get enough ballot papers to fit into luggages full, 20 kilos full of ballot papers from all over Australia. It's just unthinkable. And I read the story of Malaysians in Houston, Texas, who brought their ballots to the airport and randomly asked strangers holding up big cardboard papers saying, "Are you going to Kuala Lumpur?" and just harassing strangers to get their ballots back home. And they managed to do it. I've also read stories of Malaysians harassing airport staff, trying to get them to release information about people returning to KL. You know, it's so inspiring to hear these stories, and I feel so touched when I read them, and it gives me a lot of hope that even though these Malaysians have been living overseas for so long, they still have a lot of love for their home country. And we've done our part, Malaysia. Now it's up to you. All of us over here, we've done all we can. And today is the day, May 9th. It's time for you to go out. Okay? So no more excuses. I don't care what you say. You know, the candidates are not perfect. Hell no. There's no candidate that's perfect. Just like how you and I are not perfect. Or even your favorite superheroes. None of them are perfect. Nobody is black or white. Everybody is gray. Different shades of colors. I've heard a lot of excuses like, oh, my vote doesn't count. One vote doesn't count. Look, democracy is not perfect. Alright? Democracy will not save the world. It's not meant to save the world. It's not designed to be perfect. Democracy is designed to give every person representation. To give your voice a representation. To give you a chance to say what's important to you. Let me give you an example of, I'm a teacher, so let me talk about a classroom. Let's say there are two students. One student is you. You're quiet, you do your homework, you listen to everything that the teacher says. And then you have another student who always raises his hands, always asks questions. So who do you think that the teacher will pay attention to? Definitely the student that makes the most noise. So that's the thing, Malaysians. It's not that your vote doesn't matter. Your vote matters. It's just that you need to know how to use it. In Malaysia, we don't know how to use our voice. In the US, I'm sure you've heard of high school students. They're not even 18 and they're already campaigning for what they believe in. And they can't even vote, and they've managed to make their voice heard by the president, by their governors, by their politicians, because they know how to use their voice. Malaysians, we have a voice. Your vote matters. You just need to know how to use your vote. Use your voice, Malaysians. No more excuses. I don't care who you vote for. You vote for government, you can vote for opposition, you can vote for a freaking elephant if you want to. I don't care. As long as you go and exercise your vote, do not let them tell you or make you think that your vote doesn't matter. It matters. Look at all the hundreds of dollars that all of us overseas have spent trying to get our one single vote back home to Malaysia. So Malaysians, it's up to you now. Do your best. Go out and vote.